predatory fees and practices, wave your dumb flag, whatever it means. But you should ask yourself, when it comes to health of the poor, really all that free if you worked a little harder? If you worked a little harder. If you worked a little harder, you'd have a lot more. So the blame and the shame's on you for being so damn poor, yeah.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the street, 91.9 FM. Blessings and thanks to the Creator, the Most High, for the opportunity of life. Who is to blame? Who is to blame? Who is to blame for the condition of the people of Trinidad and Tobago? Who is to blame? Who is to blame for the abject poverty, for the urban squalor, for the hopelessness that I saw over the weekend when I walked through large parts of Port of Spain? Who is to blame? Who is to blame for the deteriorating infrastructure? These HGC apartments that are unfit for human life. They're not even fit for human life. Who is to blame? Who is responsible? Forget blame. As the singer was singing before, I think Jesse Wellis or something, popular in America right now. And that particular song is called The Poor. And it echoes the sentiments that the people make, that those in responsibility, those who begging us now for more responsibility, more time in control of the wealth of Trinidad and Tobago, because essentially that's what they wanted. Who telling us, we love you so much. I seen a picture on YouTube with Faris in front of me right now. He loves us so much. He loves the people of Trinidad and Tobago so much that he wants to go back there for another 5 years and work for us. Meanwhile, the people who work in Trinidad and Tobago, public servants, meanwhile, you have to send your representatives to the CPO. And when you go to the CPO, who is responsible, you know, he's the middleman between the Minister of Finance and the people. You go to his office, and he's in a new building. If you see how big and nice the building is, and the person renting that building to the government of Trinidad and Tobago, making hundreds of millions of dollars, coming to you to tell you, I want to go back as a minister, as a member of parliament representing you in San Fernando because I actually love you. That's why. It's not because I myself and my family collect millions of dollars in rentals. It's not because of that. It's not for power and access to all these contracts going on in the Southland, right? The whole waterfront development. It's not access to wheel and deal. It's not that. I actually, this is what they're saying. They're saying, I actually love the poor people of Ambacada and Marabella and the line and and all. I love y'all, and I want to make Trinidad and Tobago better for y'all. That is supposedly what they're trying to sell us. Now, you could believe that if you want. You could believe the rhetoric that it is our greed. The poor should not want more. That will bankrupt the economy. But the rich continuing to devour from the top. One individual, two individuals, so much business with the state of Trinidad and Tobago that they have to recuse themselves over and over and over. And they want to sell that as though we are doing the right thing because we are recusing ourselves. Let me educate the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Government representation of the people of Trinidad and Tobago is supposed to be a buffer. It is supposed to be controlled by people who are actually of the working class. It's actually supposed to be of the people of not the big money hierarchy, but they are supposed to represent the majority of the people. So they are supposed to be reflective of the masses. And then they, from that position of advocacy for the masses, for everyone, are supposed to interact with business. With these big businessmen. Good morning, Mr. Imbert. Good morning, Mr. Ruanson and good morning, Mr. Faris Arawi. Who else is big businessmen in the mix, boy? Government is supposed to be of the people, representatives, reflecting the wishes of the poor and middle class. Then in that position, working for all of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, interacting with the private sector who is business. Ensuring that Trinidad and Tobago has some form of balance. Not the aristocracy, the new aristocracy of your country, the new status quo, those with money, taking over the political process with their money, corrupting the process, and then representing themselves alone. So much of what they tell us that they are doing for us is actually for them. They don't feel what we feel. They don't understand what we feel. And their representatives, who they select to put for us, exemplify that they don't understand how we feel. So forgive me if I'm a little energized this morning, or because I listened to a video with Mr. Marvin Gonzalez this morning and Mr. Colpot and Miss Cujo and even Dr. Rowley. Oh my God, far more Mr. Colum Imbert. And I listened to them, and the way they speak to us, the way they spoke about austerity, the way they spoke about challenges and cutting back from on high, just that alone reeks of the stench of disconnectedness. It reeks of the stench of uncaring, just heartlessness. I can't stomach them because they are supposed to represent us. They're supposed to be connected enough caring enough to put forward ways to improve our condition. But they don't care. It comes, it's not even hidden, it's not even, is no question about it. Their behavior, their speech, their actions, their policy outlines that they do not feel for us. Certainly their personal economic conditions are not the same as the majority of people in Trinidad and Tobago. And they lack a key element of leadership. They lack empathy. They lack care. Are we crazy? Are we going to continue this cycle where we put people who neglect us? Trinidad and Tobago should walk through Port of Spain South, should walk through Nelson Street, Duncan Street, Mango Rose, Basilon Street, Straker Village, John, St. Paul Street, Sealots, the markets of Port of Spain, Charlotte Street. Sometimes when we get accustomed to things too, we don't see it for what it is. Urban squalor. Urban squalor. Now, once every 5 years, we have the opportunity to set this straight according to this democratic process. And woe be to us if we continue to be fooled every 5 years on to 5 years. Woe be to us. Woe be to the populations of Trinidad and Tobago. Woe be, and I bring in it clear, to the Afro-Trinbagonian population who dominate these conditions of poverty. That's the only thing we dominate. I'll pause there for the ads and we'll be back.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
When UNC wins, retirees win, because we will work together to decrease taxes on your retirement benefits and private pensions. When UNC wins, retirees win. They worked hard their whole life and paid tax their whole life, and when you retire, you're still paying tax. We will work to reduce that tax on your pensions and your retirement benefits.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
The celebration of the year is here. We invite you to join us on Easter Monday, April the 21st at the Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub Tobago, for Black Culture Sound Anniversary Party. Doors open from sundown. Free entry before midnight. Me, I tell you, a night of high energy, music, culture, and non-stop vibes. So ladies, gather your teams. Man them for roll up in the vibes. Look out for live performance by God a Night, Friends Job, Shubi. Plus, look out for a surprise soca artist. Also, a surprise reggae artist. So me I tell you massive, it's gonna be non-stop energy with DJs like 45 Assassin, DJ Dareem, Active Hype, Kingston and Flambo, Main Squeeze, Cybernetic Sound, King Legal and Country Boy Shine, DJ Longboy, DJ Matty, Mr. Fearless, Hyphonics International, Article Fire from Silvercat Sound Station, and a surprise brethren coming up from Trinidad. Hey, this is a party you definitely can't miss. Black Culture's anniversary. Be there.
Everybody's talking future, but can they really give it to ya? Want to know where to invest? Open an MPF. The Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank is the only way to go. For experts who know just how to help you achieve your goals. Yeah. Own your future, let's begin with the MPF. You're bound to win. Guaranteed no penalties, everything to put your mind at ease. Own your future, let's begin with the MPF. You're bound to win. No service charges, so invest. Get 3% and more with your MPF.
The Mortgage Participation Fund from HMB, a subsidiary of Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank. Visit mympf.com and own your future.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to join us as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Tuesday, April 8th, Point Fortin, the People's National Movement, will be having a public meeting at Point Fortin East Secondary School. On Thursday, April 10th, we're heading to Shogunas. Meet us at Signature Hall. Then on Friday, April 11th, San Juan, meet us at the Quasi. Hear from our chairman, Prime Minister the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers. Point Fortin, see you on Tuesday, April 8th. Shogunas, see you on Thursday, April 10th. San Juan, we're coming to you on Friday, April 11th. All meetings start at 6:30 p.m. This is a new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. On April 28th, vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Tobago! Get ready! The biggest, the baddest, and longest weekend of the year is coming! Is coming!
Caribbean girl, me know for tick, me know for top. Yeah, man, I watch my body like say they man watch a man.
From Friday, April 18th to Monday, April 21st, it's 4 days of non-stop vibes. Vibes Event Space. We're setting the week on fire! Ignite, the longest weekend kickoff on Friday, April 18th. The energy, high. The music, mud. The vibes, explosive. One girl every day. A legendary event with legendary vibes. Drink specials all night. Free entry all weekend long. Free entry all weekend long. The longest weekend. The longest weekend. At Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Night Club. It's more than a weekend. It's a movement. Tobago, get ready. The biggest, the baddest, and the longest weekend of the year is coming. After the Rhythm and Soul Festival Fusion Sunday, all roads lead to Vibes Event Space. All roads lead to Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Night Club. For the after party, it's where everyone's gonna be. Where will you be?
Yes, I can hear them saying, boys, stop living in the past.
And now, let's welcome on stage none other than
One Caribbean Music Festival, Saturday, May 31st, 2025 at Queen's Park, Savannah. The king of dancehall will take the stage after 13 years. The world boss returns. Vibes Cartel.
over now, come over now.
VIP and VVIP tickets available at
519 Restaurant and Bar, C3 Mall, San Fernando, Pompey's Barbershop, Port Mall, Scarborough, Jade Monkey, Crown Point, Waterholics, Pigeon Point, and East Bay Fashion, Spring Garden Trace, and online on Island e-tickets. For more information or cabanas and special zones, call or WhatsApp 794-OCMF. That's 794-6263. Or log on to OneCaribbeanMusicFestival.com.
all previously purchased tickets remain valid. One Caribbean Music Festival, Saturday, May 31st. The World Boss returns. Vibes Cartel.
Powered by
California Stucco.
and sponsored by Cache.
Love, respect to Trinidad. It's always a pleasure.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
If the THA had the powers, then our public servants in Tobago will not be working on 2013 salaries. They are going to the parliament to treat with that.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
They are going there to ensure that we can finally, through the autonomy bills for Tobago, ensure that Tobagonians have more control over the public service.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
The sun rises slowly over the hills. Everywhere is golden sunlight, but still, most lights with hotels are crowded. There are days where dark clouds are shrouded. They don't smile and they never will. Only volunteers get the fill. Empty promises is what they hear. No running water from year to year. Hearts that no one desire. That if there is a Messiah, someday he hear their whispered prayer. Covered always bare and scanty. 10 people in a one-bedroom shanty. Forced to sell on the pavement. No vacancy, no employment. Cattle fire cracker from gunshot. Blood does flow when things get hot. Afraid to look out the window. We hear voices from the ghetto. Crying, crying, crying. Hey, Lord, Lord. Crying, crying. Voices from the ghetto. Crying, crying, crying. Lord, Lord. Crying. Voices from the ghetto. Help us, Father. Oh, Lord. Mothers does just hold it head on ball. And them woman stronger than a wall. A big pusher eyeing she daughter. Son in jail for manslaughter. Too bad for the here name black boys. No bail, that's the black man's choice. Like Shadow say, poverty is hell. She little girl child belly start to swell.
from the ghetto, crying, crying, crying. Voices from the ghetto.
We are not a forgotten people. Hear our prayer.
Who will uplift the people of this country of Trinidad and Tobago? Who will? Who will prioritize the poor? Who will find solutions to bring people out of hopelessness and poverty? Who will do it? Who will do it? Tell me. Let us find those representatives. Let us find people who love people, who don't love money, who don't love the position. But is it that it's by design? The design is to put upon the people those who have no care for the people. Good morning, Mr. Scotland. Absent, totally absent from the lives of the people of the constituency that you represent. Waste of time. Unable to articulate the pains of the people to those of your colleagues in government and achieve any response. Just leave it alone. Representation of people is not for you. You're not interested. You're interested in going to parliament. You're interested in getting whatever pay. You're interested in the Attorney General position. But that is not what it's about. You're interested in, and I watched the list of people who have received, again, millions of dollars in fees from Trinidad and Tobago, from our country, Trinidad and Tobago, to do litigation on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago. That's what you're all interested in. Big companies associated and affiliated with the government of Trinidad and Tobago, which is the PNM party, associated with the PNM, who are in government, getting millions of dollars from government in contracts, legal contracts. That is what you're interested in. But you're not interested in representing people. You're not interested in finding solutions to uplift these communities. You're not busting your brain daily thinking, how are we going to implement this? How are we going to keep people active? How are we going to achieve production out of them? How are we going to maximize on our workforce and make them a plus instead of a minus in terms of crime or whatever else? That's not that. Or you're not concerned. Or you're aloof up there somewhere. Up there somewhere. Even your language clearly demonstrates that you are nowhere near, and the air up there. Come on. And oh God, my mother's boy. Oh God, the grandmothers. Oh God. All you could go and vote for this thing that does nothing for you. Oh God, boy. This thing that they're so wicked. They say they make a mistake. If you had $25,000 in the bank, you can't get your pension. And the pension is a grant. That is what it is, a grant, and you should be happy for it. It's a grant. Don't mind it cannot really take care of you in any substantial way. Don't mind we have run Trinidad and Tobago through boom, and obviously it had bust as well, in such a negative way that Trinidad and Tobago cannot afford to even put that safety net for the people of Trinidad and Tobago when they pass this age and retire. If you had $25,000 in the bank, they're telling you, you can't get this is a grant, and they repeat in our head now, be grateful. Be grateful. What they're getting after is a pension, you know. The million and the whatever, they work for that. That's what they're telling you. We work for it. You ain't work for nothing. That's what they're telling you. And we deserve, even though we run in Trinidad and Tobago into the ground, even though we there and we profiting ourselves by renting buildings to the government, by taking legal fees, by doing this, by doing that, by dipping. Even though we're doing all of that, we deserve, but you do not deserve. They're telling us, Franco men, they're telling us bold-faced. The poor, we is the problem. All they want too much, you working class. You will destroy the economy because you want a decent salary in tune with inflation so that you could afford to take care of your family and live in some kind of decent condition. You will destroy the country. But they, with their greed, who live in mansions, it ain't have a politician. It ain't not one of them in government living in hardship in the communities that live in difficulty. Not one. This is a government of the rich. Not one remember what it is not to have a meal. Not one of them had to balance the books. Not one. Is eyelashes, is thing, is Gucci, Bucci, all of them. Because that's part of the system. They move them into a class and you forget those below and you look down with scorn upon them because they don't deserve. And then those on top of you, those who pull in your strings, you want to be like them and they are people. But down here, they are not people. Not a Morris Marshall in sight. Not a Eric Williams. Not a Hart. Not even a Manning. And that the Manning we have now, he like me. I pale in comparison to my father. I pale in comparison to my father. Not even a heart. Not even a kind word. I would put every single one of them through fast for the month of Ramadan or something, fast for Lent. From everything, like the people in the communities that I visited yesterday, the way they does fast every day, fast. See how you feel without drinking and eating or whatever. See if you don't understand why they just act out and be hasty and fight with each other sometimes. We, as a people, we are not stupid. We have to wise up and rise up. We have to place new representatives who care about the people. Vote them out. They should have never bring them and offer them again in any case. They are disrespectful to us. They're bold-faced with it. And don't get in all your feelings, no PNM feelings or no kind of feelings here, you know. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about people and what is real. And that which you're looking at, that which people built before that party or whatever, it ain't the same thing. It dress up, it in red. It in red, it using the balize. But it is not about people. It have no P in PNM. None again. It have no people. The only people are those who being forced to come out and walk. The CPEP, the URP, the forestation program, the color me, it used to be color me orange. UNC bring a color me orange thing, give a little work, whatever, short term to do things in the community. Now they bring the same thing, devoid of ideas, not even work. Just take this for this period of time and vote us. Total bribery. Who they feel falling for that? 3 weeks you go eat and then for 300 and how much days you have nothing on your plate? They really think we stupid, you know. You could catch some of the old people who senile, but not all of them senile. So we take the break again and we'll be back and we'll take some calls.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
When UNC wins, your mental health wins as well. There has been a proliferation of noise pollution emanated from homes and fetes and bars and clubs intolerable to the persons living nearby. The UNC will amend the noise pollution laws to protect your mental health in these noisy residential neighborhoods and businesses. The system of granting bar license, party license will be changed by the UNC.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
Welcome to the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival on April 19th, 2025. We invite you to an evening of smooth rhythms and soulful music as the sun dips behind Buku Bay. Let all your senses be tantalized. Enjoy an array of seafood dishes, browse crafts and designs created by local artisans, and lose yourself in the soulful melodies of John Sakata, Brian McKnight,
undeniable that we should be together.
Bonnet Bigford,
So when the lightning crack the waters and the waves roll and break,
Mikal Tasia,
Where else I go, without you, my darling.
and the best of Tobago's talent. Get your physical tickets now. Tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. The Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, April 19th at Buku Integrated Facility. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to join us as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Tuesday, April 8th, Point Fortin, the People's National Movement, will be having a public meeting at Point Fortin East Secondary School. On Thursday, April 10th, we're heading to Shogunas. Meet us at Signature Hall. Then on Friday, April 11th, San Juan, meet us at the Quasi. Hear from our chairman, Prime Minister the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers. Point Fortin, see you on Tuesday, April 8th. Shogunas, see you on Thursday, April 10th. San Juan, we're coming to you on Friday, April 11th. All meetings start at 6:30 p.m. This is a new chapter for TNT. We're ready, and responsible. On April 28th, vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Come party.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April, Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub.
That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out.
Featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends.
Let me have a good time.
Ziggy Ranking, and out of Jamaica, the greatest 420 artist ever, Guinea Pepper.
We lick the chalice, make the water go.
Friday, 18th April. Tickets on sale now. General $350. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide. Fairways Restaurant and the Lounge Plantation. Jenny's on the Boulevard. All E-Cliff Eli locations and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs. DJ Leela and Poppy.
It's all about comedy and party.
Friday, 18th April. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, sponsored by LB Tours, Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
The countdown has begun. One Caribbean Music Festival. This is not just a concert. This is an experience. The king of dancehall will take the stage after 13 years. Vybz Kartel. Saturday, May 31st, 2025 at Queen's Park, Savannah. A movement. A moment in history. The undisputed icon. Vybz Kartel.
Oh, you love the touch. See, don't wanna cheer where you want so much.
Delivering a performance like never before. One Caribbean Music Festival. Straight from Portmore to the Queen's Park, Savannah. The World Boss returns. And he's not coming along. May 31st, 2025. Queen's Park, Savannah.
Get your tickets at online on Island e-Tickets. For more information, call or WhatsApp 794-OCMF. That's 794-6263. Or log on to OneCaribbeanMusicFestival.com.
All previously purchased tickets remain valid. One Caribbean Music Festival.
Powered by
California Stucco
Company Limited and sponsored by Cache.
The World Boss returns.
Trinidad, let's do it.
A UNC community meeting with Kamla Prasad Bisesa, Himalaya Club Barataria, Monday, April 7th, on this station on all live stream platforms.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
If the THA had the powers, then our public servants in Tobago will not be working on 2013 salaries. They are going to the parliament to treat with that.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
They are going there to ensure that we can finally, through the autonomy bills for Tobago, ensure that Tobagonians have more control over the public service.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
We are back. We open the lines for calls 342-0081-466-5391.
There's only bitterness left inside, and every day is
Millions of dollars you're spending in the hospital to Paris Arawi outlined it, to take out bullets out of people. Millions of dollars we spending in healthcare to deal with this situation of crime and violence. Billions over time. Millions of dollars we spending in the judicial system. Billions of dollars over time. Imprisonment, transport, morning to Mr. Sabga making millions transporting, millions of dollars being made off of weapons that we contractors import and then sell to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Millions, billions of dollars over time. But you can't solve the problem and stop citizens from killing citizens. You can't stop this poverty and this ignorance. For how much years? The highest level of murders ever recorded, predominantly among the Afro population that you say you represent, that that is loyal. These mothers, these grandmothers, their children and their grandchildren who dying by the hundreds every year and who shooting at each other and wounding each other by the hundreds, maybe the thousands every year. And you cannot find a solution to these issues? But you want to come back over and over and ride the backs of these people? These billions of dollars being spent to deal with a problem that can be solved. These billions of dollars that could change the condition, that can give hope to these children. I look into the eyes of these young men in the communities. I look into the eyes of these mothers in these communities. Pain, pressure, hustling. Some of them working, some of them want work. Pressure, hopeless. An education system that is one size fits all. It had to go this way, no other way. That not catering for people who not academically inclined, who have tremendous other skills, who talented. And these fake representatives, these phonies, these frauds, who just riding these people into their office for their own personal gain. Opportunists, sellouts. You do not care about those people. You move out and you have forgotten. Not only have you moved out of those communities, but you have forgotten. You make excuses now for the system because you have been plucked out one token and now you are up there. Nah. And they had to accompany the grandmothers to show them where the balize is for them to put the X. And all are comfortable riding that. All are comfortable for the last 10 years doing nothing. Nothing substantial for the working class and for the poor. Finding no solution to the public health crisis or crime. That is what the last Prime Minister, before he installed this one, say is our public health, and we have to treat it like how. No solution. No solution. Record murders. Record crime. Or they're suppressing the statistics. There's record crime in Trinidad and Tobago. And here the solution for them, the solution is kill them. SOE. It's so bad. But we think because SOE now, they have hundreds of young men locked up in prison. Some of them fly and leave. All kind of thing going on. Still it have crime and murders. Everybody, you're thinking, it have a change, it have a little change. No, that's just the election time. And I looked at the faces of these young men in these communities, right? And I looked at them, and they want a word of hope. What could happen? What we could do for them? How they want something else. Some of them they're not bad. They're not even violent, but they have to pretend to be raw. They have to act that way to try to get something. Because they live in a jungle where only the strong survive. We create that jungle. Why not an agricultural revolution in Trinidad and Tobago? Why not? Why not the billions we using on crime? Why not we don't put it towards that? For every year, the agricultural budget under this administration has been decreased. They're just pretending. They do not believe in diversification. Mr. Stuart Young is not the Minister of Agriculture. He's the Minister of Energy. Because that is where the money is. And he is interested in, finish it for me, the people. If you're ready and ready, you're going to tell me you're interested in the people. Lord have mercy upon us, you know. Good morning, caller.
I think education was, and I wonder how many of our young children ever hear about Captain Ibrahim Traore, because you sounded like Captain Ibrahim Traore to me. That's a man who making Burkina Faso live out their name, which means stand upright. You see? He making a difference in the whole Africa. And guess what happening now? That gonna continue on. Because he letting you know, hey, everybody before me, let's kill them. Thomas and Cara and all the others, let's kill them fellas and them. Anybody who try to stand up for justice and what is right, they want to kill you. But there's one thing for sure. I know you don't know fear that. I know you know the Almighty One who rule everything upon the earth. And them fellas and them, boy, I sorry for them, they're blind. I hope their wife and them talk to them, you know. Because they're blind, and the only place they go lead this country into a place where nobody can live here when they continue with that greed. I hope them fellas, when I say them fellas with the big money now, I hope their wife and them start to talk to them because they're listening to nobody else. Have a blessed day, my brother.
Thank you very much. Oh gosh, I'm calling on my mothers. I calling names, but I ain't gonna call all your full name. Oh gosh, all you living in the communities, you're seeing the neglect, you're seeing the pain, and nothing has been done for the 40 years of activism that you're involved in the PNM. You all know that it is worse than it ever was, that they do not care. Oh God, Francine, oh God, Ingrid, oh God, Jennifer, oh God, Townsend, oh God, Church. I know all you, oh God. How long they go use all you? How long they go use us? Oh God. And as they get richer and richer, we become poorer, we get poorer and poorer. And in the communities, what? Funeral after funeral. Our children, all your children. For what? The little that they give all you? Oh God. Oh gosh, come on. Why we can't have an agricultural revolution? Why, Mr. Stuart Young? don't take the portfolio of agriculture minister in Trinidad and Tobago, they reassign billions of dollars to that portfolio. Billions, right? They take a loan if you don't have the money. Take a loan from the Chinese instead of building a building. Build farms. Let the Chinese show you. If you don't know nothing about it, ask them, because they are self-sufficient. They show us how to build a nation. They feed themselves. And our land better than their land. And we have more water and we have more minerals in our soil than them. And take the youth, take them and make them productive. Let them plant a seed in the ground instead of sending the brother into the ground. But that is not your focus. You're not interested in them. You wouldn't even go into these communities and see the pain and feel the pain. And try. From wherever you are, you send 200 names to Trafford Court, 200 names here, 10 names there, wherever, for a program, $32.50 an hour for 6 hours a day, and you just sign and you get money. We ready, but all you have to come out and walk, you have to come out and canvass, you have to come out and vote. And then after that, this program is only now come about, only for election, and then pain. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Blessed morning, Fuad. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
You hear me, Fuad?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, Fuad. I'm going to tell you what's going on with them. For 8-9 years, right? The stuff I put them in Silas down there. They full up 2 maxi load and carry them youth send them by around Wednesday. They get you a PKR. The lunch I color me red now. They was ponging the opposition leader when they was color me orange. I know that running for a month about. And tell them we go around 3 months, because people don't call and I think they ain't getting no money. You hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead. Tell the people what's going on. You're living in the community, and so I know that is what's going on.
Yeah. So when they come down to election time, they come and the ground. And when they get in office, they're fixing the community. Kids coming and slow down the fish market, break down for donkey years, play kicking our ball, and see you go build a market. And behind that market, that is going to be the greatest book I record, one of the biggest outhouses. Then when you have food poor people in the corridor, but them nasty, evil, wicked PNM by. For that gone by, I doctor listening by.
Yeah. Yeah. All you know what's going on, call in and tell the people the truth. Any person who wants to support what exists, call and tell me that I'm not speaking the truth. Tell me that this is not what is going on. Tell me that the entire of Port of Spain South, except Woodbrook, and even Woodbrook, has been neglected and is dilapidated and people are depressed. Tell me it's not the truth. Tell me. $50-something billion you're spending every single year. Y'all, they're ready, they're responsible. Responsible what? No diversification. We heading for serious problems, you know. With the increase again in goods and services throughout the world, with Trump who don't care about nobody else. We in for serious issues, you know. Because up to now, we cannot feed ourselves. We have everything necessary. We have land, we have water, we have arable land, which means land that can grow anything. And we have unemployment. We have people in Trinidad and Tobago who need to work. And we can combine those three over how many years to ensure that we could feed ourselves and that we could stop this foolishness of deprivation and poverty and fighting with each other over crumbs. Waste of time, this government. waste of time. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Fuad.
Morning.
Yeah, I like your subject this morning. I like how you're emphasizing on it. This is so good. We need that so bad because let me tell you something. When I scroll in the internet and listening, the whole schema thing, they have a big smoke screen, I have to say, on the world from knowing what they're doing with the world right now. They're changing the world towards this new world order. They're looking to tag people this year, I think, from this year they're going to start to tag people with that chip. Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they're really working for the CIA. In fact, everybody, all the world governments, they have them programmed in the secret society. All the world governments and the civilian, the people of the world have to realize that we need a global spiritual revolution, not just in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Globally, the only thing to do it is the Black Caucus movement. That is the only thing to do it. I'm talking about not just in Trinidad. It could start here and it has to extend. You see, we all come together and voice we complaints with one another, and we can develop ourselves in what we really need to do. Because since it's a free hand from slavery, we mind worse in slavery now. Is we mind in slavery? Yes, and no government can help we. None. No government at all. None can help we. It's we have to help ourselves.
Yeah.
You understand? We go discuss truth together in a little forum. We go discuss truth, and we go develop ourselves to repatriate ourselves from this, from slavery. I have to say, we are, listen, they're only free hand, but the way how they done program.
We minds binded more than ever.
Yes.
I understand you. Leave it.
I like how you beg it there about food. You see that?
Yeah.
That was my first issue. But there are plenty of other things where how we in a mess. How we in mental bondage. Plenty things. We need the Black Caucus movement to come back. You see, that is not a religion. You see, religion does divide we. They organize it in such a way that we, as long as you see we hook on religion, we gonna be just watching one another cut eye.
We need a people's organization for the people to come together. And I agree with you. I like the topic, even the phrase you use, a global spiritual revolution.
Yes.
Because the world, brother, the Western world in particular, because don't feel what we see in America and the West is the only thing that exists there. The Western world is on wickedness and evil. So we need a global spiritual revolution.
Yes.
Leave it there.
Give thanks for you overstanding.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
All right, you would.
Although listen carefully to what people are putting forward. Understand. This system that we have in Trinidad and Tobago is by design to destroy the people.
Who is to be blamed? And I know here you say that we need a people's organization.
Yeah, as you have told us how many times. Don't worry.
Oh my. And I really see that you tried. Because I recognize that you went and nominated Islam into the consciousness. Although you won't get 12, how much ever you wanted to get. But you went and tried to create some part of our understanding that people may follow you and say, people's organization. You try.
I trying and I now start. And not only me, the people we now start, there will be people who will join us.
Well, you know that. Because you know, after the inauguration, I ain't finished, and after the election, I still ain't finished. Because I know.
Correct.
For sure, you said just now, we need a people's organization.
Yeah.
Representation ideology have to change.
Yeah.
We must change that. If we continue with the ethnic voting on both sides, because I telling you, and I understand it long time, both of them have been tried and tested.
Yeah.
And we saw them from over there, we seen them from over there. I don't care whose side really like that because I never have feeling to vote at all.
Yeah.
Because I rather to be voting presently independent. I wish you did really command in at 12.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen to be so.
Yeah, we go start with one president. We go start with one.
Right. It's still leave for the rest of the days and for the next 5 years for us to form a people's organization.
Yeah.
Because which is that essential? Because I slaved as much as many of us slaves and a colony that already even grind on it. We have not yet formed an organization for ourselves to lobby and to encourage integrity, responsibility, and all the different disabilities from those capitalist organizations. And believe I tell you on the both sides, once money in them hand, the slave have no end.
Yeah.
She will stay a slave because capitalism don't help slaves. They encourage slavery.
Encourage slavery. Right. Thanks. Don't go too far, President. Don't go too far.
All right. Okay. Well, all right. I will close there. And next day we go talk it out. And we done say well, we have to try to form something.
Yes.
So we will have a conversation on that later.
Yes.
And that is what it's going to be. And I'll come in to make that clear. That I talked it, and I hear you say 10 comments before I could have come in. So the contract, so we, KFC and all that we, I don't care what all they say, KFC, I know you like to be on me, but you like to be on me, I don't even call you anything, but I like your head too, don't even dig it, I like your head. Well, let us move forward and form a people's organization. I say it all the time,
correct.
I say it now and then, and that is what it is. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, Fred Abu Bakr. Thank you.
Yeah. Let us form a people's organization because it have no people's organization right now. It have organizations for the rich. It have an organization belonging to Stuart Young, Sabga, Mute, who's all the big financiers. Arawi, Nahus, Hadid, who's all of them? Young, the other Chinese behind them. Them have an organization, and of course it have the East Indian rich, same 1% Indian. There's some 1% Indian now in Trinidad, no proper 1%, you know. Don't feel it's joke money they have, you know. But they subscribe to the same system. It's not that they subscribe to freeing the people. They subscribe to the same system of capitalism that we are enslaved. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Fuad.
Go ahead. Morning.
Well, I'm going to ask you to play the YouTube video, Meet Your Straw Man. I heard you call some names of some entities and organizations. Those individuals in those organizations, they know a whole lot more about the straw man. Okay? That is why they are having phenomenal success.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this, sir. Long before Gladiator died, long before Umbala came on the radio,
mm-hmm.
this conversation that you are having, which is a very well-intentioned conversation, it has been going on for the longest while.
Yeah.
And the people way of living have not gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
The standard of living is nose diving. It's not going up.
Yeah.
Come on. I've asked the young lady on another station. She had a very, very higher level conversation program. I've asked her to play it. It is only for 5 minutes. Play it for the people for the 5 minutes. And then, after it is played, and the people with their God-given infinite wisdom would have heard it, then play it back for 1 minute, and then ask for callers to call to ask them, let them represent what they understand, then you play it for the next minute. It's not even for 15 minutes. It will change the understanding. And I'm going to put it simple like this. If you have no idea about what Meet the Straw Man is all about, none of the conversation that is taking place since before Umbala was on the radio is making any sense. If you do not understand that, you cannot have any conversation about what you're having about and the appropriateness of the conversation.
You want to summarize into words? I know you like that skit tremendously, but you want to summarize into words now or at another time? Because sometimes things may be difficult to grasp. Because I took a look at it as well, and I will take a look at it again. Sometimes when things are put in a certain way, it is not that easy or interesting to grasp, and I don't feel it's the best, but I will look at it again. All right?
Listen,
I promise you.
Hold on.
I promise you that.
Let me just wrap this up and say this, right?
Yeah, we have a minute before the break. Go ahead.
Right. I said to you to play it for 5 minutes, and then play it for 1 minute, break it down, what you heard for the minute, then play the second minute, break it down, what you heard, and allow for the people's God-given infinite wisdom that is in all of us to spark. It is an insult. It is an insult to say that our people, that the people on the ground is not going to understand. The people on the ground, they all have God-given infinite wisdom in them. And if they are made aware...
We come into the breaker, sorry.
So are you going to play it?
Right.
That's my question.
I will look at
it.
I will look at it again, and I will see if I play it, right?
Why
I don't promise, because I don't promise things that I'm not 100%. I will look at it again. All right, so we go to the break and we'll be back.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
When UNC wins, retirees win, because we will work together to decrease taxes on your retirement benefits and private pensions. When UNC wins, retirees win. They worked hard their whole life and pay tax their whole life, and when you retire, you're still paying tax. We will work to reduce that tax on your pensions and your retirement benefits. When UNC wins, your mental health wins as well. There has been a proliferation of noise pollution emanating from homes and fetes and bars and clubs intolerable to the persons living nearby. The UNC will amend the noise pollution laws to protect your mental health in these noisy residential neighborhoods and businesses. The system of granting bar license, party license will be changed by the UNC.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
On April 28, Tobago faces a defining moment in history, one that will shape our island's destiny for generations to come. Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor, Tobago West. Vote Joel Sampson.
I am Joel Nutsi Sampson, area representative of the beautiful electoral district of Bonaccord Crown Point. I have seen firsthand how many of Tobago's challenges go beyond the Assembly's reach. Issues like national security, budget allocations, and the fight for our fair share require strong representation at the national level. That's why I am willing to step forward to make the move from era representative of Bonaccord Crown Point to becoming your next member of parliament for Tobago West.
Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your ex next to the anchor.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
The celebration of the year is here. We invite you to join us on Easter Monday, April the 21st at the Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub Tobago, for Black Culture Sound Anniversary Party. Doors open from sundown. Free entry before midnight. Me, I tell you, a night of high energy, music, culture, and non-stop vibes. So ladies, gather your teams. Man them for roll up into the vibes. Look out for live performance by Garda Night, French Job, Shubi. Plus, look out for a surprise soca artist. Also, a surprise reggae artist. So me I tell you massive, it's gonna be non-stop energy with DJs like 45 Assassin, DJ Dareem, Active Hype, Kingston and Flambo, Main Squeeze, Cybernetic Sound, King Legal and Country Boy Shine, DJ Longboy, DJ Matty, Mr. Fearless, Typhonics International, Article Fire from Silvercat Sound Station, and a surprise brethren coming up from Trinidad. Hey, this is a party you definitely can't miss. Black Culture's anniversary. Be there.
Everybody's talking future, but can they really give it to ya? Want to know where to invest? Open an MPF. Own your future, let's begin with the MPF. You're bound to win. Guaranteed no penalties, everything to put your mind at ease. Own your future, let's begin with the MPF. You're bound to win. No service charges, so invest. Get 3% and more with your MPF.
The Mortgage Participation Fund from HMB, a subsidiary of Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank. Visit mympf.com and own your future.
Welcome to the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival on April 19th, 2025. We invite you to an evening of smooth rhythms and soulful music as the sun dips behind Buku Bay. Let all your senses be tantalized. Enjoy an array of seafood dishes, browse crafts and designs created by local artisans, and lose yourself in the soulful melodies of John Sakata, Brian McKnight,
It's undeniable that we should be together.
Bonnet Bigford,
When the lightning crack the waters and the waves roll and break.
Mikal Teja,
Where else I go, without you, my darling.
and the best of Tobago's talent. Get your physical tickets now. Tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. The Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, April 19th at Buku Integrated Facility. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to join us as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Tuesday, April 8th, Point Fortin, the People's National Movement, will be having a public meeting at Point Fortin East Secondary School. On Thursday, April 10th, we're heading to Shogunas. Meet us at Signature Hall. Then on Friday, April 11th, San Juan, meet us at the Quasi. Hear from our chairman, Prime Minister the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers. Point Fortin, see you on Tuesday, April 8th. Shogunas, see you on Thursday, April 10th. San Juan, we're coming to you on Friday, April 11th. All meetings start at 6:30 p.m. This is a new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. On April 28th, vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Tobago Tobago! Get ready! The biggest, the baddest, and longest weekend of the year is coming! It is coming! From Friday, April 18th to Monday, April 21st, it's 4 days of non-stop vibes. Vibes Event Space. We're setting the week on fire! Ignite, the longest weekend kickoff on Friday, April 18th. The energy, high. The music, mud. The vibes, explosive. One girl every day. A legendary event with legendary vibes. Drink specials all night. Free entry all weekend long. Free entry all weekend long. The longest weekend. The longest weekend. At Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Night Club. It's more than a weekend. It's a movement. Tobago, get ready. The biggest, the baddest, and the longest weekend of the year is coming.
Come party. Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out. Featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and friends. Yeah, we have a good time. Ziggy Ranking, and out of Jamaica, the greatest 420 artist ever, Guinea Pepper. Guinea Pepper.
We lick the chalice, make the water go
Friday, 18th April. Tickets on sale now. General $350. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide. Fairways Restaurant and the Lounge Plantation. Jenny's on the Boulevard. All E-Cliff Eli locations and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs. DJ Leela and Poppy. It's all about comedy and party. Friday, 18th April. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, sponsored by LB Tours, Cache, Top Ranking Guest House and Tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
And so, without regard for the rough seas we have faced, we remain resolute that the anchor holds. And we are so resolute because we know who is in our vessel. Because when Jesus is in the vessel, you could smile at any storm.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
And Deputy Political Leader Dr. Bremner raised a salient point that this may very well be Tobago's last opportunity to be in a strong negotiating position when it comes to Tobago's autonomy.
Vote for the anchor. Vote TPP for Tobago East and West.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Tobago! After the Rhythm and Soul Festival Fusion Sunday, all roads lead to Vibes Event Space. All roads lead to Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Night Club, for the after party. It's where everyone's gonna be. Where will you be?
Yes, I can hear them saying, boys, stop living in the past.
Active General Traders Limited launches our AC Delco Tobago Service Center, now conveniently located in number 100 Sherwood Park, Conby, Tobago. We are the importers and distributors for the most famous and reliable battery brands such as AC Delco, Aurora, and Zahi. Also available are the AGM Start-Stop Marine and commercial batteries with warranties for up to 36 months. For more info, call us today at 639-8592 or email us at activegen.tt@gmail.com. AC Delco Service Center, where we have a battery for every need and a price for every budget. Nobody beats AC Delco. Nobody.
Let's welcome on stage Nanazan
One Caribbean Music Festival, Saturday, May 31st, 2025 in Queens Park, Savannah. The king of dancehall will take the stage after 13 years. The world boss returns. Vibes Cartel.
Come over now, come over now.
VIP and VVIP tickets available at
519 Restaurant and Bar, C3 Mall, San Fernando, Pompey's Barbershop, Port Mall, Scarborough, Jade Monkey, Crown Point, Waterholics, Pigeon Point, and East Bay Fashion, Spring Garden Trace, and online on Island E-Tickets. For more information or cabanas and special zones, call or WhatsApp 794-OCMF. That's 794-6263. Or log on to OneCaribbeanMusicFestival.com.
All previously purchased tickets remain valid. One Caribbean Music Festival, Saturday, May 31st. The World Boss returns. Vibes Cartel.
Powered by
California Stucco.
And sponsored by Cache.
Love, respect to Trinidad. It's always a pleasure.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
Scatter them, flatter them, batter.
Hands up, it's no time to take defeat. If we're not gonna do nothing, we shall slowly push it over. Only till we let it be done. We shall slowly push it over. Yeah. Where is the love? They sing about so much. Yeah, every day it's the same old chorus. Yeah, they say it with their mouth, but there's a conflict in their heart. No, something to add up, a revolution why start. Your children wake up and stop walking your sleep. Lift your hands up, it's no time to take defeat. If we're not gonna do something, we shall slowly push it over. Only till we let it be done. We shall slowly push it over. Yeah. Let them say what they wanna say. Did they hear the people cry? Or feel the pain we bear? You betrayed us and you say that you care. You won't convince us with your lies. So please go the other way. Wake up and stop walking your sleep. Lift your hands up. It's no time to take defeat. If we're not gonna do something, we shall slowly push it over. Only till we let it be done. We shall slowly push it over. Yeah. Them no fascinate way. Them can't vaccinate way. We got the right.
Jah children, wake up. God children, all you wake up and stop walking in all your sleep. Wake up. And if we tuned into other radio stations this morning, many of those people are on stations, are TV stations owned by the rich, by the 1% of Trinidad and Tobago, and they pay to put us to sleep. They pay our brothers who articulate and who could speak to put us to sleep, to feed us with lies, so that they can continue a cycle that enriches them and impoverishes the people. They have put millions of dollars into this campaign for PNM, millions of dollars into these political parties to impoverish us, to keep our mind space small. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
My brother, this morning, I really like how you put it too for it, man. You always carry a good program. What is for is that the population listening, hearing, and comprehending.
Yeah.
Now, at present, the tension in the country, I just feel it on the ground.
Yeah.
What's going on, right? But bad governance has brought us to where we are.
Yeah.
And the people has this authority to make the change, you know.
Yeah. If only they know it, if only we know.
If only we knew. I like them words, man.
If only we don't believe that we have to vote PNM because we black. If only we understand that we don't have to vote UNC because he's Indian. If only we knew that we all brothers and sisters in the same boat, and we had to fight that desire that they're pushing us to be on top of each other, to have more than each other. If only we knew that, boy.
Ever. Therefore, they have done a great number on us coming out of slavery.
It's worse than slavery. Take we back on the plantation. Better they take we back. They put better they put the chains physically on we, because then we watch it and we see it and we feel it and we wanted to break it now. But we in it right now and we don't even realize we sleeping.
I will like Trinidad. I just always say Trinidad is a place surrounded by water. We don't have no walk border. Really, people could demand from these government, these politicians, I just call them criminals, educated criminals.
Yeah.
Right? And what we demand that here we have to let's do it right. Before they do it right, it has consequences. The same way like them just talk.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, they tell we it have consequences how we voting. So it have consequences how all they govern and all they lead to.
Gosh, it's time the people do that. See what me? See that people think you and this man that's always talk about. I hear people that give trouble and just laugh, President. But I said, come on this morning, I laugh with us long than I hear that. Because I still look at that. The man that's talking that right, but like people not seeing that, right? But I'm going to take care of a blessing, brother.
Thank you very much.
Somebody a chance.
Yeah. All you wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Stop walking and all you sleep. The love that they're talking about, it don't reside in their hearts. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Morning. Nice program as usual. Nice program. Just sharing some encouraging words with you as you are doing to us.
Thank you.
You don't think that we ourselves is partially to be blamed because we got the power, we employ these ministers, we employ those who are in power, and we got the power. Concerning crime, I already spoke about earlier. You don't think that it's time we stop in checking the young pump stay on the street, on the ground, hoping that the pump stay tree stop dropping pump stay. I'm saying that to say we parents have a more important role to play in this 100 crime up to date right now. We ought to play a more serious role. Yes, the government has its role to play. I think right now we should implement more stringent laws, and we should bring back hanging and so on and so on. But we parents have a serious responsibility, or a bigger responsibility, in nurturing, bringing up our children in the way that they should go, because being creative, productive, discipline, and all the rest of it, is connected to parenting.
For sure. Very important.
My brother locked on and listening.
Yeah. And we have parents in our society who do not know how to parent. And I would have advocated in the past, and if you all did not hear me before, for that parenting being taught to people who have children. Because just because you have a child, don't mean you're a parent, you're a parent, yes, you have a child. But sometimes, and I speak from experience, you really don't know. You're not sure. And at least I could have asked my mother, asked my father, tried to remember what they would have done, seek their assistance and help. But that's the most important role and responsibility you will ever play in life. And thus you need to be taught how to do it. And while you are trying to raise a child and teach a child in this time, the society raising the child, you know, as well, you know. The media, the social media, the film, the education system, putting certain things in them. Sometimes I had to teach my children other than what in their social studies books. Because that ain't right. Sometimes I have to put it into context. So I have advocated in the past, because I care for people, that part of our country's responsibility is reaching those people who have children, even though they might not want the children, but the mother, they just had the child in Port of Spain General Hospital, wherever, and we teach them, give them a course about parenting. We give them a package to help the child, at least to start off with hope, that it have love, that this place here that you're coming to is a place you're welcome. It's not a place of suffering. We as a people need to change this country. The price of good governance is eternal vigilance. You see, there's nonsense election time, and now we paying attention, and now we this and we are this to say. You see, April 29th, that is when we must start to be more vigilant. Because that is when they go tell we, well, we choose and we whatever, and this is that, and it done, and now we in charge, we could do whatever the hell we want for 5 years. Good luck. Not at all. We must rise up now, we must educate ourselves, and we must continue to be vigilant. Then, and every single day. So, you know, there's never enough time, but God spare life, we will be here tomorrow. Amplify the message as we leave. Thank you all very much. See you all tomorrow.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
When UNC wins, your mental health wins as well. There has been a proliferation of noise pollution emanating from homes and fetes and bars and clubs intolerable to the persons living nearby. The UNC will amend the noise pollution laws to protect your mental health in these noisy residential neighborhoods and businesses. The system of granting bar license, party license will be changed by the UNC.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
On April 28, Tobago faces a defining moment in history, one that will shape our island's destiny for generations to come. Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor. Tobago East, vote David Thomas.
I do the work. I spent a life of campaigning. So do not believe that I'm a new kid on the block. But this is the time when I believe I would be able to impact this national community the best. I am standing here to say to you, I understand the story of autonomy. So that when I represent Tobago in the parliament, I'm not saying if, you know, I say when I represent Tobago in the parliament, Tobago will know that you have a champion on board.
Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Welcome to the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival on April 19th, 2025. We invite you to an evening of smooth rhythms and soulful music as the sun dips behind Buku Bay. Let all your senses be tantalized. Enjoy an array of seafood dishes, browse crafts and designs created by local artisans, and lose yourself in the soulful melodies of John Sakata, Brian McKnight,
It's undeniable that we should be
at Bigford.
Oh, when the lightning cracker the waters and the waves roll and break.
Mikal Tasia.
Where else I go? Without you, my dad.
And the best of Tobago's talent. Get your physical tickets now. Tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. The Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, April 19th at Buku Integrated Facility. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to join us as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Tuesday, April 8th, Point Fortin, the People's National Movement, will be having a public meeting at Point Fortin East Secondary School.